All right.
What's up, man? We live.
What's going on, man?
Shoot, not much. Just feeling good after a big victory yesterday.
Oh man, it felt so nice.
Yeah,
The
especially
way
with
that defense
Clemson losing
played, offense improved. Big win for Carolina.
and a big loss for Clemson. We kind of saw that coming. Which I mean, a lot of people were saying that they thought Texas A&M were kind of frauds, which they beat LSU, which I thought LSU
Yeah.
were frauds. So
Yes, it just hurts to not have that South Carolina LSU game. The Alabama's one thing.
yeah,
You made
for
a
sure.
mistake at the end, but God, the LSU game just seemed like was it even Wari again last night with the pick six?
I don't know. I don't think it was. I thought it was Kilgore,
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was Kilgore. That's
but he
right. That's
stepped
right.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But man, it just felt so nice.
It did, man. The offense,
Get a
it
top
didn't
10
seem
team.
fluky. It didn't seem fluky at all. I mean,
Not at all.
20
Yeah.
points in the first half, 50 seconds left in the first half, and they drive the field with one timeout to get the field goal.
Yeah.
Which there was some penalties in there, but that's part of it,
The
No
run
holes.
game looks amazing.
Yeah, we put up like over 250 rushing yards yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. Raheem Sanders looking great on the ground.
Yeah,
Sellers
100, he
looking
had like
great in the pocket.
135. Sellers had like 106. Then
Yeah.
who's the other guy? Oscar Attaway. He had like 50. So
Joshua Simon, man, that dude he's
I
so
wish he would have caught
good.
that ball in the end zone in the first half, but it was a hard
I
catch to
know.
make. It was a great throw,
I
but a
know.
hard catch.
Yeah.
But
But
man, it
that
was
little
ah
that play he broke to the house was nice.
yeah, it's a great play design too.
Yeah.
It's a great play design, dude. I mean, you come out of the bye week, you got some confidence in your quarterback. We'll see. I'll give Dallin Logan some more another chance because I
Right,
was
right.
calling for his head before this game.
I know and
I thought it'd be
they're
bad.
improving.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
but it's a
improving.
young team,
So
dude. Well, I say it's a young team. It's a young quarterback. It's a young offense anyway.
yeah, young
The
offense.
defense is
For
very
sure.
veteran. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
They're showing
solid.
that. They
Well,
could end up being one of them 9-3 teams that make it into the playoffs. Who knows?
should be 11-1.
I don't know, man. I
That's
wonder
crazy to
what
think
do you
about it
think
like
they'll be
that.
ranked? What do you think they'll be ranked after this?
20.
Yeah, that's probably about where I would have them too. I mean,
A&M will probably drop to like 16 or 17, and they'll put us at 20. They'll
they'll
put
be
us behind
they'll
A&M
be
still.
7-2. They'll be 7-2. So I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
they'll
some.
still be in the top 20 because they beat LSU
Yeah.
and had a close game with who was that close? They had a real close game with a really tough team.
Oh yeah, I forget who it was. I don't think it was. Yeah, they got Vandy next
Okay.
week.
Yep,
Carolina.
on the road.
That's gonna be an
That's
interesting
probably one of
game.
the toughest games of the year, man.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as like a close, like just tough game, that's what that's going to be.
Uh,
Yeah, A&M blew out Missouri. It was Notre Dame. No, they lost by 10 to Notre Dame. What game am I thinking of? Maybe I'm thinking of Louisville. They had a close game with a good team. Yeah, Louisville had a close game with SMU.
yeah.
SMU 9-0, right? Or 8-1. Sorry,
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
8-1, undefeated in
They
ACC.
seem to
Imagine
look pretty
that.
good. I see all the highlights for them. I don't really get a chance to watch them too much, but
Yeah, SMU blew Pitt out 48-25.
dang.
Yeah, they've only lost one game. They're 8-1. They lost to BYU
Oh man,
18-15. That's terrible. Can't do that.
Zach Wilson. Shout out Zach Wilson.
Yeah, right. And then SMU beat Louisville. Yeah, 34-27.
There's something with Cade Klubnik. Like when he gets into any kind of competitive game, he just like clams up.
Yeah, you know what's about to happen to him in Week 14?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. That defense is going to feast unless
Yeah,
they all the refs just don't call holding all night like they did last night.
I
It was every
know,
play,
man.
man. It was every play.
It's so annoying.
They were held for every single play of the game. It felt like. And but hey, you want to jump into what game do you have first? I got the score or the records pulled up. What games do you have
I
on the
got
slate first?
Washington at New York. Washington favored by 4.
Okay, cool. So I mean, we know what this game is.
Yeah, I'm 4 points on the road. I'm
That's good.
taking Washington.
Yeah,
I think they cover.
I don't think they cover.
You don't think so?
Nah, I mean the Giants have kind of got an identity. Their defense has been playing pretty solid, and that run game with Tyrone Tracy has been great. You know,
Yeah.
he cleared concussion protocol, and he's been running freaking hard. I mean, you saw what he did against Pittsburgh.
My first thought was that they don't cover, but I think that they do. Well, we saw what happened with the Giants versus Philly when it was like what 28. The Giants can't get anything going on offense other than Tyrone Tracy, and the Commanders' defense has been trending up, and I think it continues to do that in this game. And I think Jaden Daniels he's killing it, man. They got two good backs. Terry McLaurin. I think they do enough to overcome four here. I think they win by like seven, like a one possession game probably.
Yeah, where I sit in this game is that the Commanders have looked good against bad defenses, like the Bengals and the Panthers, and but then they play
Mhm.
the Bears last week, and it's a tough game, and they don't really do much. They have the lucky hail
Yeah,
mary to win it. I mean, they should be 5-3.
that's true. That's true.
Tyreek Stevenson, he sold that one.
Oh, I know that
and
was
then
crazy, man.
and the Giants have actually been playing solid defense, man. And with Jaden Daniels still banged up a little bit, I can see this being a really close game. I think the Commanders will still win, but give me the Giants to cover here.
Yeah, I don't mind taking the points. Um, Terry McLaurin obviously is in. Brian Robinson, I think he's expected to play today.
Yeah, I
I
think
think there's a
so.
hamstring issue with Brian Robinson right now.
I'm
Uh,
not exactly sure. Let's find out.
Jaden Daniels obviously killing it. He's in your lineups if you're starting Jaden or if you have Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
I
hamstring
think you could
expected
be
to
a little
play.
more. He is expected to play. And
Yep.
then he's in your lineup too. I think Eckler is somebody I'm probably waiting on because, like you said, the Giants defense is a little bit better than you think. But Brian Robinson, I like him. Terry McLaurin is in. Zach Ertz. So you like
Put
Zach
him in.
Ertz or Mike Gesicki?
Uh, I guess I'll probably go Mike Gesicki because of what he's been doing with T. Higgins out.
I would agree. Let's go Zach Ertz or Dalton Kincaid.
I'll go Dalton Kincaid.
I will too. Let's go
I
Zach
think pretty
Ertz.
much like any of those tight ends that you drafted to play, you're gonna play him over Zach Ertz.
I agree with that.
And
Zach
then Mike
Ertz
Gesicki is one of those that just
or
has a great matchup.
so Zach Ertz or Hunter Henry versus the Titans. Drake May expected to play.
Yeah, give me Zach Ertz there.
I will. I'm good with that. Yeah, I probably agree with that. I think that's. I mean, that's. I don't know. I feel like on the Giant side, we saw Tracy come into his own. Getting it was just 2 games with 100 yards
Yeah, I think so.
at this
Yeah,
point.
it's been really good for him.
They need that.
Yeah,
They're
they
they're
do for
missing that.
sure.
They want to prove that they could move on from Barkley. I like Tracy a lot. I
He
think
had
Blake Neighbor
145
obviously is
yards.
a top 15 option in this week.
Week six,
Um,
Tracy had 107 total yards. He had 57 receiving and 50 rushing. So
okay. But
still
still,
been
I mean,
very
putting
good.
together a 100-yard game,
Well,
pretty solid.
well, and he had week five 129 and week eight was 145 rushing. So very very good player.
Yeah. I think he's really starting to. They're going to use him because they need him.
Yeah, that's exciting,
And
man. Especially with a guy that's only played running back for 2 years in his entire career.
yeah, playing that well.
Yeah, he was a wide receiver in college and then played at running back 1 year and got drafted.
Let's go Tyrone Tracy or Raheem Mostert against the Bills.
I'll go Tracy.
Um, I'm good with Tracy there, but Raheem Mostert does get a good matchup against the Bills defense.
He does, but he's also the
Uh,
backup running back
he is.
who looked very inefficient last week. He got two
He did.
touchdowns, but he had like minus negative yards with two touchdowns at one point.
I think it's going to look a little bit better for him, and I think he also has a chance to score again this week. I feel good about
He
Mostert this
does, but
week.
I see Tyrone Tracy putting up 70 runs. I mean, what's his line right now? It's probably
Oh yeah, I think I'd go Tracy
62 and a
too.
half. It's probably
Yeah,
pretty high because that's a weak
yeah,
Washington defense.
yeah. I'd go Tracy there too. Let's go Tyrone Tracy or
61 and a half. I was 1 yard off. That's solid.
nice,
That's a
not
guess.
bad. Tyrone Tracy or let's say Nick Chubb against the Chargers.
I'll go Tracy.
I'm with you. Tracy or Pollard against the Patriots.
That's a little harder. The Patriots have been kind of good. I mean, they didn't give up a whole lot. I'll probably go Pollard there, but I think I
I'd
prefer.
go Pollard.
I'd rather have Tracy, but I think I would. If I had Pollard, I'm starting him. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'd start Pollard over Tracy this week.
But I don't
Anything
know,
else you
dude.
want to talk about in this game? I mean,
Oh
well,
yeah,
I
the
think we both have
receivers
Washington winning.
for the Giants. I mean, obviously Malik Neighbors is in for you, but Wandale Robinson, I feel like he's got to be in your lineup. He's been so consistent, and it doesn't feel right because it's Wandale Robinson, but I don't
But
know. In
no,
my
we've
opinion,
talked
he's
about
got to
him
be
every
in.
week. I feel like he's been pretty consistent. What did he do last week?
That's what I'm trying to pull up right now.
He's
Last week
he's
he had 5 for 30, which is 5 point floor. That's the lowest he scored all year. 5.3 in 2 weeks in a row. I think
yeah. I don't mind if you need
I
if you
think
need, let's go Wandale Robinson or I mean Deontay Johnson, who just arrived
yeah, give
at.
me Wandale. I don't want to start
I
Deontay
agree.
Johnson this week.
Wandale Robinson or Khalil Shakir against the Dolphins.
I'll go Khalil Shakir.
I will too. Wandale Robinson or let's go Xavier Leggett.
I'll go Wandale Robinson.
I will too. One more, Wandale Robinson or Lad McConkey.
Lab McConkey.
I agree with all those. Okay,
The ceiling for McConkey is insane. It's very
it's
good.
pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to go over in this game?
Um, you starting the Washington defense this week?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad start at all. Yeah, just keep an eye on Jaden Daniels. I mean, I'm against Terry McLaurin, so obviously I'm going to be watching that game pretty heavily. But
Yeah.
you know who you're starting, and Wando Robinson isn't terrible. I mean, if you have Tyrone Tracy, be happy for him. If you're going to trade for him, now's the time because he's probably going to have a very good game this week, and he plays the Panthers next week.
Yes, that's yeah,
So
I agree with that.
if you want that guy, go trade for him now. But I think we covered.
Denver, Denver at Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 8.5. Give me the Ravens to win, but give me Denver to cover 8.5. I mean, they got the same record,
Yeah, I'm
and
with you. They're both
Denver,
5-3.
yeah,
The Broncos have been playing great, man. I mean, their
they've been
defenses look
playing a
good. Their
lot better.
offenses look even better, dude.
I know, I know.
I mean, their offense does a lot every week. Bo Nix looking like a legit, looking like arguably the best rookie pick, like quarterback.
Right
I
now,
mean,
yeah.
having Sean Payton does help for sure. I mean, his scheme has been great, but
Other than Jaden Daniels, obviously Jaden Daniels being
I
the best
agree. But
rookie
it's
pick this
close
year.
between them. I mean, the numbers are
And
exactly
Bo
the
Nix has
same.
played great, but I think Jaden
The
Daniels.
numbers
But
are exactly the same, and they should have the same record if it wasn't for the Hail Mary, which was obviously
right,
lucky, but also was Jade Daniels having a crazy arm. Um,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. I
I'm
think
with you, man. 8.5's a lot. It is at home for the Ravens, but the Broncos' defense has looked amazing.
yeah. I do think that Denver struggles to get it going on the ground in this game, but I think that I mean Ravens secondary gives up a lot of points. Cortland Sutton, I feel good about him this week. Uh, who are you going, Cortland Sutton, or let's go Jalen Waddle against the Bills?
I'll go Cortland. So I got Cortland Sutton actually pretty high on my list this week.
Okay. Uh, I think I would rather have Waddle, but I still think Sutton's a good play. But Waddle's in like a weird area for me
Yeah,
right now.
he's got a bad matchup. But the thing is, the Bills have always been good at shutting Tyreek Hill down, so maybe Jalen Waddle has a better game. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I think the Dolphins are going to want to run the ball more, and that's why I kind of lean away from that matchup.
Let's go Sutton or Darnell Mooney.
It's hard, man. I really like Sutton this week because who else do the Broncos have to throw to?
No, you saw the volume he got last week. Was
And they're
he
going
gets
to need
another
him in this
matchup where
game
he's
because, like you
similar to
said, I
that.
don't think they're going to be able to run the ball well. Give me Darnell Mooney because he's been doing it more consistent. Darnell Mooney's never goosed you.
Higher under over by about 5.5, 6 points too. So yeah, I think I'll take Darnell Mooney there. I'll agree with that. Let's go one more. Let's go Sutton or Calvin Ridley.
Oh yes, that's an easy Sutton for me.
I think it's closer than we think, but I'm gonna go Sutton.
Well, Calvin Ridley's going to be lined up against Christian Gonzalez too.
Yeah. What's his? I
Fun
wonder what
fact.
his line is. I wonder what Calvin Ridley's receiving line is.
I can pull that up. Yeah,
But yeah, I think
I'm staying away from Javante Williams this week. I mean, yeah, you can put him in. I mean, if you got him, you're
that's what
probably
I was
starting him.
saying.
But
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think they're gonna struggle to get it going on the ground. If Denver wins this, they're gonna have to. Bo Nix is just gonna have to carve them up, which is possible. And the way Denver's defense has been playing is crazy. I think Flowers, he's in if he plays, maybe.
Calvin Ridley's
Like
at
this is a
54 and a
bad.
half receiving yards. That's a great line.
I was gonna say 52. That's a pretty solid line. It's trending up for
I bet
Calvin Ridley.
Sutton is 56 and a half. Maybe lower, honestly, just because he had that goose, but 52 and a half. So a little bit lower for Sutton, but I don't know. That's just a
It's
lot of
close.
these apps make those numbers off of you know, the total their average, and
Uh huh.
I don't think the average is accurate for Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, I think it's getting better for him for sure. But I also think it's getting better for Ridley. So I guess we'll see. How you feel about Zay Flowers this week? I mean, he's this is a tough matchup.
Put
It's
him
you
in.
bring Deontay Johnson in. I know he's not gonna have much of an impact in this game. We don't think, but
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
think
I'm a
long
Zay
term
Flowers
that's
manager,
gonna.
I'm probably starting, dude. He's been amazing, and this is going to be a close game. And I think in close games, this is where Zay Flowers shines. I mean, you saw last week against Cleveland, he had 15 points. Then against Tampa Bay, he only had 4, which it was kind of a blowout. Tampa Bay made it look
Yeah,
closer than it was, but then against Washington, close game, 18 points. Against Cincinnati, close game, 16 points. Against Las Vegas, they lost 18 points. Like he's putting up
yeah, he's
very good
definitely
numbers in
needed.
close games, and yeah, of course he's against Pat Surtain, but I mean, who's the DB for Kansas City? I keep thinking with
Oh,
Jerry Sneed, it's not
McDuffie.
him. McDuffie, yeah,
McDuffie,
McDuffie. He
yeah.
had 8 points with McDuffie covering him in Kansas City, so uh, that's the floor in this lineup, and
I'm good with that.
I think Zay Flowers is going to give you 10 this week. I think he's a solid play.
I'm good with that. Yeah, they're definitely going to need him to kind of neutralize some of this pass rush and um,
All right, let's do
yeah.
some start sits. Let's go Zay Flowers or Michael Pittman against Minnesota with Joe Flacco.
Ooh, I think. I mean, I'd probably go Zay Flowers,
He's
but
been great.
that's I expect Pittman to get an uptick in targets and better quality passes, kind of like Josh Downs is going to get too. So if you want to call your
Michael
shot, go
Pittman.
Pittman there. I don't
Michael
hate it
Pittman
because
with
Minnesota.
Joe Flacco has been 14, 12, 11.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, that's a close one to
And
me.
it's the
Uh
best matchup, Minnesota.
yeah, I was about to say they bleed points to the wide receiver position. I mean, I don't know,
I'm
man.
still going Flowers there.
I'm that's a close one. Like my gut originally told me Pittman, but yeah, I'm going Pittman. I'll start Pittman over
I'm okay with
Flowers this
that.
week.
I'm okay with it. I
Yeah,
think that's a very,
it
very
just feels
close
right,
line.
doesn't it?
I
It
want to
feels
know what
right.
his passing line or his receiving line is. 53 and a half.
I'm gonna say 55.
And Zay Flowers is probably 53 and a half. 54 and a half.
So they're right there on top of each other.
Yeah,
It's
of
close.
course. Yeah,
I
we
just
got a
like the
guy that
better
normally
matchup and
listens.
give me Flacco. Like I think that line doesn't appreciate Flacco as much as they should for
Yeah,
Pittman.
and with the line being minus 8.5 for the Ravens, I feel like this game could get out of hand. I don't see it happening. I mean, the Ravens defense has looked okay in the first half of games, and then in the second half they just bleed points, which in all of those games has always been a Derrick Henry game script. But I think this game's going to be a lot closer than 8.5. I mean, that seems crazy to me.
Yeah, and I think another reason to take, I think that this could be a very run heavy script on both teams. Whether can establish it, I don't know, but I think they both want to run the ball. So like
Yeah, I
this
could
game
see
could
it.
go a little bit faster and have a little bit less snaps than most games this week, but I don't know. I wouldn't like base all my starts off that, but just something to kind of consider.
Yeah, if you're the Zay Flowers manager, it's going to be hard to not start him. But I think I lean towards the better matchup for Pittman.
Me too.
I changed. Yeah, I'm gonna change my answer. I'm going Pittman there. Pat Sertan is still
It
Pat
feels
Sertan.
it just feels right. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean Deontay Johnson, I'm staying away. Obviously, Derrick Henry's in. Javante Williams is going to be a great play. What about like Bo Nix? Do you think he's a viable start this week?
I mean, if you're streaming quarterbacks, why not?
Bo Nix or Tua versus the Bills?
Oh God, we saw it happen to Tua last time he played the Bills.
Yeah, give me Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix has a safer floor, but Tua has a higher ceiling. But we really hadn't seen much out of Tua this year,
No, we haven't.
Outside of take away the injury games, just watch him on the field. He just hasn't really looked that great.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
gave you
last
like
week he
20
did
last
have
week.
he was very accurate last week.
Yeah.
but I don't know how many. How many? I don't think he like exploded or anything.
Yeah, he had one touchdown over Devon
Um,
Achan.
if I had to pick between the two personally, I probably would go Tua, but I just because it just feels a little safer for your fantasy team.
Yeah, I
But
hate the
Bo Nix,
matchup.
dude, Bo Nix, I mean, he could outperform Tua this week. He's been playing great.
Bo Nix or Derek Carr versus the Panthers.
Oh man, that's tough. Give me give me Carr.
All right, what about Bo Nix versus Jameis Winston against the Chargers?
I'll take Bo Nix.
Okay, I'm with you there. I think. Um, yeah, I don't think there's much more to talk about in this game. I mean, Mark Andrews, you starting him?
Yeah, he's in.
He's got to
He's
be in your
he's
lineup, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I sat the Broncos defense as good as they've been playing, but I think this is going to be a very good game. What you got next?
Miami at Buffalo. Buffalo favors 6.5, 49.5 under over. I believe the Bills are going to continue to roll here. They're just too physical. Like the Miami's just not physical enough to beat the Bills. They're not tough enough to beat the Bills.
I agree with that, and I think that's why Miami can't try to out physical the Bills. That's not how you play this game.
I know.
That's not how you play
But
this
sometimes
game.
I feel like they try this like speed attack, which is who they are. It's like their identity to Buffalo and just Sean McDermott, and you're like in like cold Buffalo. It just they're going to bring a different level of toughness that Miami. Those guys in Miami, they just I don't know. They just seem to
Yeah,
be a little more fragile, but I don't know.
I agree with you, but like if you're a heavyweight against a featherweight, you know you can't expect the featherweight to come in and try to clinch with you. You know this doesn't make
For
sense.
sure, for sure,
So as the featherweight, the Dolphins have got to move, man. They've got to be fast. And they've got to be shifty. There's got to be a lot of pre-snap motion, and getting
for
Tyreek the
sure.
ball and getting Devon Achane the ball, and like finding these guys in space because that's where they're going to win this game.
I think this game is going to be closer than people think. I'm taking the points here, 6.5. It's a divisional game. I think a game that the Dolphins can win. Will they? Probably not, but I think they can win it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Bills do keep rolling here, but I mean, it is a divisional game, and we like to split most divisional games. But in Buffalo, yeah, give me the Bills, but give me the points for the Dolphins. Um,
James Cook is in. Out. Josh Allen is in. Amari Cooper, he's
out.
in.
Nah,
He's out.
no
You
thanks.
don't want him. You don't like
He
him.
had 3 yards.
We expect it to get better
I gotta
for
wait and see
Cooper.
it. I gotta wait and see it.
Okay, okay. Let's go through the names then. Let's go Amari Cooper or Cedric Tillman for the Browns
Cedric
against the
Tillman.
Chargers. Oh wow.
I got him
I think
low.
I agree. I
He
think
had
I
three
agree.
yards,
Yeah, but that's just one game. He's better than that. I mean, he
and that's
scored
fine though.
the first week. He's
Yeah, and it
allowed
was
one.
one catch though, right? He only had one catch for the score, and didn't
Yeah,
know the
but I
route. It was
think
a
that
busted coverage. It was lucky.
it's gonna be a little bit better for him going forward, and I think it's gonna be a little bit better this week.
The
But I
problem for
think I'd
me,
go Cedric Tillman myself.
the problem for me with Amari Cooper is that I would rather have Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman, and I don't even like them in this game.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Let's go Amari Cooper or how? What's the bar here? Amari Cooper.
Or DeAndre Hopkins.
Sure, that's a good one.
Go ahead.
I'm going.
I don't know.
I'm going Hopkins.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think I'm going
I think.
Hopkins too. He had like five
I think.
targets last week, 3 catches for like 20 yards or something against the Bucks. A great matchup.
Amari Cooper or JSN versus the Rams has not been good.
I'll go JSN.
I'll go
DK
Cooper.
Metcalf's out again.
Okay, I'm back to JSN. That's right. I forgot about him being out. Yeah, I think we both are kind of down on Cooper. I might be a little bit more optimistic. Like, I don't think he's somebody that like I'm going to the waiver wire to grab a guy, but depends on who that guy is, I guess.
I mean,
But
would you have picked up Xavier Leggett or Amari Cooper?
Amari Cooper. Yeah, I'd rather play Amari Cooper personally. I know it hasn't been
Yeah,
like the best lately, but I think it does get better.
I'm
In a
with you. I
game where
think
they're
I'm with you
favored,
there, but I need to see it. As we saw it week 1, I would have started him last week and I would have been real mad.
yeah, starting him this week is like you kind of got to call your shot. Like it's happening this week. It's getting better this week, but I think it does. I think it gets a little bit better
I
this week.
think you're right. I think it's going to be better. I think I'm just going to have to miss that one.
Okay, so you're willing to miss the first week. I'm willing to take the chance. I think that's the
Yeah,
difference here.
I think that's where we're at. Yeah,
Yeah. Kincaid, I think he's basically in. Just kind of depends on like Mike Gesicki. I
I'll
really
go
like
with
this week,
Kincaid.
but I'm going Kincaid. Yeah, I mean you drafted him, you're starting him.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer, and like you said, in these divisional games, you have to get physical in these divisional games, and the tight end is the most physical receiver you have on the team.
Right.
So why would you not get him in the end zone? That's where this
He's
team's
on
going to
the
shine. You're going to see James Cook and you're going to see Dalton Kincaid. I think that's a great matchup for Kincaid.
Yeah, we'll see on the side of the Dolphins. I mean, Achan's in a great matchup. Tyreek Hill, you're obviously playing him. Where are we with Jalen Waddle?
I got him in.
Jalen Waddle or Keon Coleman? You have both, don't you?
I have them both in. Yeah. So
How do you how do
I
you
would have
how do you
started
feel
Jalen
about?
Waddle over Keon Coleman.
I would have done the same. Let's go Jalen Waddle or Jacoby Myers versus the Bengals.
Give me Jacoby Myers.
He's been good.
He's been very good.
Jalen Waddle or Calvin Ridley.
Give me Jalen Waddle.
I agree, but I think that could be close because I'm starting to come around on Ridley after that 1 week. We'll see. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to find
He did
out.
have that 1 week.
It did have that 1 week, so was it a fluke? Probably, but we'll see. Jalen
50 and a
Waddle
half is
or
Waddle's line.
what is it?
50 and a half.
Okay, I was expecting it to be like 48 or 49. Jalen Waddle
Jalen
or
Waddle or Amari
Romeo?
Cooper?
Jalen Waddle. I think the floor
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Amari Cooper doesn't have a receiving line. That's weird. Keep
Yeah, I
going.
think Buffalo wins. I think that I'm taking Miami in the points. Outside of that, like, there's not really much I don't think we have to talk about in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, the Dolphins are 2-5. They lost Tua. This is a must win for them if they want to make it to the playoffs. But I don't think. I mean, the division's wide open. The Jets are
Yeah,
what 3-5 now.
yeah,
That's the second best team. So the
yeah,
AFC East is wide open. The Dolphins could squeak this game out, but I'm not betting on it, dude. The Bills look very good.
yeah. I agree. The Las Vegas at Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 7.5. That seems like a lot. These spreads are crazy this week.
Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders in the points.
That feels right,
I
but
mean, you got Jacoby Myers back.
no
They play.
Higgins.
The Raiders played a close game against the Chiefs last week.
I'm taking the Raiders in the points too.
You know what? I'm calling for an almost upset right here.
I'm not against it because Burrow has struggled with T. Higgins not in.
Yeah, T. Higgins isn't in. I mean, we saw it last week. The Eagles have been better in the secondary, but they were very good last week. But I think that's because Burrow looked bad. I think it was more Burrow
I
looking bad than I thought the Eagles were looking great. And I think the Raiders defense is very physical up front. Zach Moss is out this week, so it's going to be Chase Brown with a full workload. And I don't think he's ready for that.
I'll be honest. I love Chase Brown this week. I think he's a top 20 option. I'm really excited to have Chase Brown in my lineup. I can
I
probably,
think he's great for fantasy. I don't think he's going to be great for
yeah.
football today.
I think he is. I think he's going to be efficient. I think this is going to be a good time for Chase Brown to kind of show what he's got, and he's got some juice.
Maybe you're right. He does look very explosive. He looks like the better athlete. That's why I traded Zach Moss away. Right the
Yeah,
week before he got benched. That worked out pretty good for me.
definitely. Uh, on the Raiders side, I mean, it's Brock Bowers and
Jacoby
Madison.
Myers.
Madison too, though. It's a good
Oh
matchup
yeah,
for him. He gets all the
Madison's
workload.
going to be in. I mean, he's a workload. You're starting Madison just like you're starting Jacoby Myers. You don't feel great
I
about it,
agree.
but like, I'm not going to the waiver wire. I'm not
Right,
dropping
I
him off
agree
my.
with
I'm
that.
not dropping him off my team.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Go Myers or Jalen Tolbert.
Myers.
I go Myers here too. Myers or Lab McConkey.
Myers.
I
I think
would
the
go
floor is like
Myers
the
there
floor is
too.
like 10 points for Myers.
It is. It really is. He's just getting all the volume, and he's catching a lot of
Yeah, he
passes.
had
He's
14
got
last
good
week
hands.
against Kansas City.
Yeah, I
Six
like Lad
catches,
McConkey, but I just
52
like
and
the
a touchdown.
matchup for Myers a little bit
Yeah, I
better.
think it's going to be a little bit of a shootout.
Let's go. Let's go Myers or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, God, that's awful.
against the Bears.
I'm going
I'll
Marvin
take
Harrison
Marv.
Jr.
I'll
Yeah.
take Marv. Okay,
I
I was
don't
trying
love
to trying to
the.
fill out where we're at with Marv. We haven't brought his name up
I
yet.
mean, Myers has got a great floor. I guess it depends on what you need because Marvin Harrison, his numbers are horrible.
I know it just
They're great
hasn't
and
been
they're
there.
horrible.
Kyler
It's
Murray.
1 point, 27, 15, 13. Then it's 5, 0, 3. And then it's 20. What are you getting with
It's
this
like
guy?
boomer bust. It's
What are you
boomer
getting with this
bust.
guy? This is Jaden Reed.
Oh man,
And
Jaden
that's
Reed,
exactly
don't
why
do
Marvin
that.
Harrison's got to be in your lineup.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you 100%.
If a guy can give you
I think
20
the
on any
right. I
week, I'm
agree with
getting
you
him.
on this.
He's in.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I agree with you on the Raiders with this. Like, give me the 7.5. Like, yeah, the Raiders are terrible, but they're going to be more competitive than we think. And I think it's because they don't have Higgins. Burrow doesn't have his weapons. And he seems to struggle when he doesn't have his weapons.
I
So,
mean, he seems to struggle all year long. Even with his weapons, he struggled. He's 3-5.
yeah, he's
They're
had some good
awful.
weeks though.
That defense is not giving him any help.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, defense is definitely getting carved up. This is going to be a more competitive game than people think. I think Cincy wins it, but I think the Raiders make it a game. The Raiders can win this game.
Yeah, I'm calling for the upset here. I think I'm calling for the Raiders to win straight up.
I don't hate it. I mean, I think Burrow does enough moving the ball. He's going to be better than what the Raiders have on offense, controlling that offense. I think that since he does enough, but I don't hate the upset, man. I mean, they could definitely do it.
What you got next?
Got Dallas at Atlanta. Atlanta favored by 3, 52 under over. This is going to be a wild game. I kind of like Dak Prescott a little bit.
Yeah, I've got him in.
Kirk Cousins, I mean, he's been playing great.
He should definitely be in your lineup.
Yeah, Darnell Mooney's in. You know, London's in. Pitts is in. Bijan's in. Algier,
Algiers
I
in.
like over all the other running back twos except for Mostert.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I like. I think I like Algier. Yeah, give me Mostert. Give me Mostert there.
Yeah, I just like the matchup against the Buffalo. I
Algier
think that's
or
really.
Tyrone Tracy.
I'll take the full workload in Tracy.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Tracy's going to be great this week. I mean, he has a 60,
Yeah,
2.5 yard or 61.5 yard line. I mean, that's very good for a freaking rookie running back.
I think Tracy's going to get 10 plus points.
Yeah, he'll probably have 15 carries for 70 yards and maybe a touchdown or
Yeah,
some
I
catch.
think
He
he's going
always
to get
gets
some
some catches
receiving
too.
work too. So
Yeah, he does.
yeah, I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, the Cowboys are 3 and
CeeDee
4.
Lamb,
The Cowboys are 3 and 4, man. What are we doing? They got to throw the
it's kind of
ball.
funny.
It's
Atlanta wins this
hilarious.
game.
Atlanta might win this game. I mean, the Cowboys. We saw this last year. The Cowboys came out of the bye and they started throwing the ball. They threw the ball last week, but it was a hard matchup against San Francisco. But I don't know, man. I think I can see the Cowboys winning this game in Atlanta.
If there's a feeling like them coming off the bye, they're going to get right. I think that's
Yeah,
what everybody's kind of thinking, and I think that they definitely improve. But give
but
me
Atlanta's
Atlanta at
look
home.
amazing.
Yeah, give me Atlanta
I'm
at
with you,
home.
man.
I'll
Give me
take it.
Atlanta at home, but I'm taking the Cowboys to cover the spread here.
I'm with you on that.
But man, I really want to take the Cowboys to win this game too. I feel it's got to happen. You know,
It's got to.
it's got to happen. At some point,
But
Dak Prescott's going to tell Mike McCarthy to be quiet, and he's going to start throwing the ball.
Atlanta just can do more on offense. They're
And
harder to
defense. So they
stop.
got a great secondary.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they win this game at home.
I'm
And
with you, man.
the
I'm with you.
Cowboys, they gotta, they I think it's gonna be a tight game. So I would
I
take
think
the
this line is
Cowboys.
great.
Yeah, I think this line is really good too. It's a pickle game, and they're
Hey,
picking. I
Sean, you
think
cut out.
I'm picking the. Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta. I'm taking Atlanta.
Okay, cool. You cut out for a second there. I think that was my internet. But we are back. Yeah, I'm with you.
New Orleans at
Obviously,
Carolina.
oh well. I mean, obviously, you got Kyle Pitts in. Jake Ferguson, is he a viable option this week?
Oh yeah, I think Ferguson's right there with I would think I'd rather play Ferguson over Kincaid.
Oh,
I
really?
think Fergus. Yeah, I like Ferguson a lot. I think he's
Ferguson or
they
Kate
want to.
Otten against the Chiefs, the worst defense against tight ends.
Yeah, I'd probably go Otten. I mean, Otten's been playing
I'm with
great.
you. I think Kate
Kind of
Otten's
want
as
to
good as
ride
it'll be
that
on the
out,
start. Yeah. I know you were saying Kincaid over Gasicki. I mean, Ferguson or Gasicki. You want Ferguson there?
Yeah, take Ferguson.
Okay. Okay. I see. I see where that's at. What about Ferguson or Kyle Pitts in the same game? Obviously, you're not in that position, but
I'll take Kyle Pitts.
okay. I like it. What about Jalen Tolbert? Is he in your lineup this week?
I mean, he's somebody I'm so just trying to sit and watch. I mean, Jalen Tolbert or like Cedric Tillman.
That's what I was
I think
thinking. I
that's
was
the
thinking
line.
Jerry Judy because Cedric
Yeah,
Tillman's probably in for me over Tolbert.
I'd take Tillman over Tolbert and then Tolbert over Judy.
Yeah, I'm with you there. What about Jalen Tolbert or DeAndre Hopkins?
Um, I'd probably go Tolbert.
Tolbert or Amari Cooper?
Nah, that's close. I'd probably go Tolbert.
Yeah, me too. I hate that.
Yeah, that's a
That
close
feels
one
dirty.
though.
That's hard. Tolbert or Demario Douglas?
Tolbert for sure.
Okay, I think that's the line. Tolbert or Wandell Robinson? Last one.
I'll take Shawn Tolbert.
Yeah, I guess I'm there too. Obviously, Darnell Mooney, like you said, is in your lineup. Drake London. It's gonna be a good game, man. I think it's gonna be a really good game. Do you have any interest in Rico Dowdle this week?
Nah, I think it's just gonna be what it's been all year, a mixed bag of whatever.
Rico Dowdle or Tyler Algier in the same game?
Give me Algier.
Yeah, I don't know on that one. I think the Falcons might
That's
have to throw a
close.
little more, but
I just feel like the Cowboys, they don't know what's going on with that running game. They just keep trying to
it's
throw
true.
like Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott. Like, nah, I think Algier's like a good back. Give him the ball. They like to run it, so he might get a touchdown in this game.
Yeah, he might. I like it. What game do you have next?
Got New Orleans at Carolina. New
Keep
Orleans
talking.
favored
Give me
by
1 second.
7. 7 seems, I don't know, a little high. I don't know. Carolina is that bad. Over 43 and a half, but I feel like Derek Carr is making his return. I think is one of the reason this line is so heavy on New Orleans. And I think they cover. I think New Orleans covers here.
All right, sorry, I'm back. What'd you say?
I think New Orleans covers here, -7. I just don't think Carolina has anything to work with. I think the return
Yeah,
of Derek Carr, Olave, Carr, Kamara, they get it going. They win by 10 or like 17 or something.
yeah. You remember Week 1 when the Saints played the Panthers, and the Panthers had Bryce
Yeah.
Young and all these guys, and now it's the same team but without Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
give me the Saints
taking
to
I'm
cover.
taking the Saints to cover.
That's terrible, but it's got to happen, right? I mean, the Panthers did look okay last week. I mean, with Xavier Legette getting a touchdown against Denver, that was 14-25, or 14-28 in Denver. Maybe the Saints fall on their face and lose this game, but I don't see it happening, man. I think Chris Olave is a great play. I think Alvin Kamara is a great play. Derek Carr, you can start him, man. Derek Carr or Tua. Did we say this one yet?
Uh, I don't think we have, but that's a good one. I think I'm going Carr.
I think I am too, man. I think I'm sitting in the car with this one for sure.
I'll be honest. I think that Taysom Hill is a good streaming option this week at tight end. Last week he got 8 to 9 points on, we'll say like 7 or 8 touches, and I think that like any tight end that's going to get 7 or 8 touches versus this Carolina defense, I think at the tight end position, that's a safer floor than we believe with Hill, with the possibility of explosion.
I think the reason he got 7 or 8 touches is because Spencer Rattler was in, and now Derek Carr's
That's
back. It's not
fine.
going to
Well,
happen.
we don't have no Shaheed. We also get a plus matchup. I like it this week.
I don't hate it, but Taysom Hill always scares me. He's one of those guys that can give you 0 points or 20 points. You know?
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I think this is a spot where he can do it though.
Are you starting Chuba Hubbard this week? I feel like it's a good start.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like if you can't start him here against like a mid-range defense,
Chuba
then
Hubbard or
why?
Tyrone Tracy?
I'd probably rather have Tracy
Yeah, I think
right
so
now.
too. Um, Chuba Hubbard or let's go Nick Chubb.
Give me Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard or J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, that's tough. Give me Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard or Javante Williams.
Denver, we already went over that game. They're playing. Give me Hubbard.
You got him pretty high. Let's
I
see.
don't know. I just don't like the matchups that all those running backs have, and they're already in
Chuba
the
Hubbard
same range as
or
Hubbard.
Alexander Madison. Last one.
I'd probably Hubbard there, but I mean Madison could outperform
I think I'm
all
with you
those
on all
names.
those. I think Hubbard has a pretty good matchup, and I think just the reason we said Tracy is because Tracy just has that good of a matchup, and he's been playing so good.
And he's been playing well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about anything on the Panther side of the ball other than Hubbard, which is
Yeah,
why
I'm
it's
with you on
scary to
that.
play Hubbard
Yeah, I'm too, but
because the
he's in,
defense know
the
that.
flex somewhere.
Yeah, but the Saints. I mean, I got him in this week. I guess we'll see.
The Chargers at the Browns. Chargers favored by one under over 42.5. This seems like it's going to be one of them like ugly games, like just turnovers, like low scoring. I feel like we should take the under in this game.
I don't know, man. Jameis Winston is going to make this game exciting.
He could. He also could make it like one sided on either direction.
Yeah, I mean, he just beat the Ravens last week, who's
Wow.
been great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. This is at home for the Browns. Give me the Browns to cover. Making the Chargers favorites here is kind of crazy to me after the Browns come off of a big win like
Yeah.
that.
I
Give me
don't
the Browns
know.
to cover. I mean, I don't know. I believe in it.
I think the
Aiden in the
Chargers win
comments
this
said, "Would you
game.
guys do a 5 times bet on Jacoby Myers over 7.5 receptions?" No.
No, that's high. That's way
It's so
high.
many receptions. Yeah, I will take the
Yeah,
under
I
on
bet his
that.
line. I bet Jacoby Myers' line is like
5.5
four,
or four and a
four and a
half.
half. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
7 is like I think that's the ceiling. I guess that's why it's 5 times.
Also, Jacoby Myers over Ramondre and Sutton in fantasy. Pick one, I guess. I'm taking Ramondre, Jacoby Myers, or Cortland Sutton. I guess Ramondre.
Yeah, I'd probably go Ramondre Sutton Myers.
I think I get Ramondre, Myers, Sutton.
I think yeah, I'm not. I don't hate that. Myers definitely has a safer floor because Sutton Goose, but I
Yeah.
really believe in what Bo Nix, Sean Payton, and Sutton have,
Oh,
and
I do
Sutton being
too.
the
Yeah, if
number
I
one
had
option.
Sutton, I'd be pretty happy if that was your choice to make. I don't think you can go wrong there. But Ramondre just seems like he has the highest ceiling out of those, and a pretty safe floor against the
It's
Titans.
a tough matchup with Tennessee's front seven for Ramondre, but Drake May cleared, and there's going to be some goal line opportunity for Ramondre. I think he
Yeah.
probably gets in.
Well, we also saw what Ramondre did against the Jets last week. He had 2 touchdowns, so and the Jets is a
Yeah,
hard matchup too.
you got to go Mondre, Sutton Myers, even though I'm teetering on the Myers Sutton.
Yeah,
That's close for me.
Jacoby Myers receiving line is 5 receptions on the dot. So
Okay,
we're
okay,
right in
that's
the
higher
middle.
than I thought. I was going to say 4.5, but
Yeah, and I said 5.5, so we're right on it.
yeah, I think I went 7 seems like a lot,
5 times
but
bet on
that's
7.5. I wouldn't. I put $1 on it.
I would, yeah, I wouldn't either. I think he probably gets
Yeah, 6 is
for
probably fair.
75. Maybe he gets in the end zone.
That would be great. I got him in my line. I don't have him in my lineup. Actually, I have Darnold maybe,
Maybe
but
he doesn't. It's Jacoby Myers, so probably not.
he did last week against the Chiefs.
Um, I think the Chargers win this game. I'm watching Jameis Winston because I think he can. Jameis Winston can win this game for sure. But I love the matchup for the Chargers defense. I love the matchup for. I think this is going to be a physical game. I think that the Browns winning last week is the reason why the line is this close and they get the home matchup. I don't know. I'm really interested to see if Winston can come out here and just like do what he did against Baltimore to a better Chargers defense. Then it's like, okay, maybe the Browns have something here. And Tillman shows out, you're like, well, there's something going on here. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a little bit tougher for him But
That's
I think
kind
it's
of
going
what
to be
I'm
a close
expecting to
game.
see. But also there is the thing of having film on a guy makes it a little bit easier to play against him. And the Ravens didn't last week. You know, it's been so long since they played against or I'm about to say Brissett since against Jameis Winston, and this week they're going to have film. And the Chargers are a great team. I mean, well coached and well managed. But I don't know. We'll see. I give me the Browns to win straight up because it's at home. But I don't know. It's
I
going to
don't
be.
hate it.
We'll
I
see.
don't hate it. I think the Chargers win it. I think they're a better coach team. I think they got a better quarterback leading it. Have a little bit more of an identity. But would it shock me if Jameis Winston came out and had 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 300 yards? I mean, he can do
I
it.
would love to see that. That would be. I want to see. I want to see Jameis Winston be good.
I
It's
kind of
good for
do too.
football. It's good for
Yeah,
football.
it is. It is
But
definitely good
yeah,
for that offense too.
Cedric Tillman's in your lineup more than likely.
Yeah.
Jerry Judy. How do you feel about him, man? Jerry Judy or Amari Cooper? Is that the same guy this week?
Uh Probably. I think I
I'm
go
probably going
Cooper.
Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Judy or someone like Jalen Coker for the Panthers.
I don't want. Give me Judy.
Judy or
Uh,
Leggett.
Leggett.
Judy or Deontay Johnson.
Judy. I'm just
Last
waiting on
one.
Deontay. I'm just waiting
Last
on Deontay.
one, Jerry Judy or Troy Franklin against the Ravens in a great matchup. I'm going Judy there.
Judy there, yeah.
Troy Franklin's been struggling to hold on to the ball. On the Charger side, you're obviously starting Lab McConkey. You're obviously starting J.K. Dobbins. Can you start Justin Herbert as a streamer? I mean, no.
Nah, I wouldn't. This game is going to be very run heavy. The score, the under over is very low. I got a feeling they're going to run this clock out. It's going to be very physical. It's going to be a very low score game. I understand why the line is so close because I don't think there's going to be a lot of snaps. The pace of play for both these offenses is going to be pretty slow. I do expect it to be faster for Winston, because they're going to be able to. I think they're going to push that try to pass it through the air a little bit more. But I think both of these guys want to run the ball. Both these teams want to run the ball. I don't know.
All right.
I think
Aiden commented again and said, I guess the better question for those three guys who has the highest floor? I'm already expected to win my matchup.
then I would go Myers over Sutton, but Ramondre would still be in
Yeah,
first.
that's kind of where I lean with Myers. I think Myers definitely has a great floor, but I'm definitely leaning the same way. I think Ramondre has the best floor and probably the best ceiling too.
Yeah, I think that I'm playing. I think that Myers might have the safest floor, like because Ramondre can get you like two or three if it's bad, but May's in there. I think his floor is a lot higher than we think, but his ceiling is the highest. He could get 2 touchdowns. Like Ramondre's in for me this week over those three, but if you are expected to win your matchup, I mean, I'd probably go Myers over Sutton. Just go ahead and give me the 7 to 10. That's going to be locked in, but
Yeah, if this is in the flex, I'm probably going Ramondre though.
same, yeah.
We're talking about the
But
Chargers and the Browns.
yeah, the Nick Chubb, very inefficient, not a good matchup. Could fall to the end zone.
Could. Yeah, I mean he's probably in my lineup.
Chubb or let's go
J.K.
with.
Dobbins in the same game.
Oh, that's a good one. I think I'd rather have Dobbins.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Chubb or Alexander Madison.
I think I would rather have Alexander Madison.
Chubb or Tyler Algier.
Oh man, that's the line.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that Algiers been pretty good when you watch him. I don't know what the numbers have been because I haven't followed his numbers, but when I watch him run, he looks great.
Yeah, I don't know. Chubb's probably in my lineup over a lot of guys. I mean,
I'd probably go Chubb over Algier
yeah, I
because he's
would
probably
too.
going to have a better shot at a touchdown,
It's
I
still Nick
think.
Chubb, and you know he's probably going to get better as the year goes on because he's going to get more and more comfortable and healthier and feel better about his body until he feels too comfortable and hurts himself again. That's what I worry
Yeah.
about. But what about Will Disley? Is he in your lineup this week?
No. I mean, I go Gesicki over Disley personally.
Oh yeah, for sure. David Njoku, smash play. Put him in.
Oh yeah, he's in. He's in for sure. He could have a fantastic week.
Yeah, I'm against Njoku this week, and there was rumors of a trade from Njoku, but Njoku has been great, dude. I mean, with Jameis Winston, it's oh my god.
He's
After
been he
Amari
had
Cooper,
23. He had yeah.
since Amari Cooper left, it's 19.6 and 14.6.
He's a freak athlete too, man.
Yeah,
He's
he
I would
is.
love. I think Njoku like rest of the season is probably in the top five, top six range.
Njoku or Evan Ingram.
I think that's the line, and I'm thinking. I think I'm taking. I think I'm taking. I think I'm taking Njoku.
Yeah, Njoku or Kyle Pitts.
I'll take Cal. That's close.
That's
That's
close.
close.
It's close. I think I'll take Kyle Pitts
I
because
just love the aggression that Winston throws the ball with. Like he doesn't care. He's going to fit that ball into tight contested throws,
he
and
believes in himself more
Njoku's
than anybody.
and Joku can go grab that ball, man. I just love the he believes Winston thinks he can make every throw. There was one Winston pass I saw the other day where I was like in that game, I was like, man, did he just throw it? Did he just do colorblind? Like he just threw it right
Right,
to this dude
dude.
in the end
Dude
zone. And
dropped
I'm
him.
like,
It was Kyle Hamilton.
it, yeah,
It was
right
at
to
the end of
his
the
chin and right in the
game.
chest. I was like, did he like was he trying to throw it to him?
That's so funny.
There's so many passes in Winston's career that it looks just like that. I remember one with Luke Kuechly where it was like, oh no, he thought that was the fullback, like leaking out the flats or
He for
something. Like,
sure thought that was the
yeah,
fullback.
I was like,
That's
what
funny.
happened?
Yeah, Jameis Winston, dude, he's one of those old school quarterbacks that can every play's a new play. Like if he threw a pick six last play, he's coming out slinging it the next play. He doesn't
He
care.
is. He's a
I love it,
gunslinger,
dude.
man. Yeah, I like his gunslingers are phenomenal
He
for
doesn't get in
receiving
his own
options in
head like you see a
fantasy.
lot of quarterbacks do these days.
Yeah, I like Cedric Tillman. If you picked him up off the waiver wire, I have him. I'm really excited about him. I think that he could potentially be somebody who is a wide receiver, high end wide receiver two. I think that's the ceiling for Cedric Tillman. I'd hold on because he's got big play potential. We saw it last week. I don't know what to think about in this game, but if I'm like hurting at receiver, I love throwing Cedric Tillman in. You know,
How about
wide
Elijah
receiver
Moore?
spot.
How do you feel about him? Him or Jerry Judy this week?
I think I'll lean towards Judy. I'm not very big on Elijah Moore, but I'm not very big on Judy either.
Elijah Moore had
Uh,
12 targets last week. He was the target leader on the team. 8 catches for
yeah,
85 yards.
I mean that's the first time we've really seen it. I know we haven't really seen anything out of these receivers other than Cedric Tillman and then that one game by Elijah Moore. But I kind of think, I mean, it's possible Elijah Moore takes over Jerry Judy's spot. I think Tillman's the one.
I agree.
After that, I feel like Judy's the two, but the numbers last week could show. I mean, if they trend that way again, then maybe Elijah Moore is.
Yeah, I mean, if Elijah Moore can get into the end zone, it just depends what Cedric Tillman does. I mean, I think Elijah Moore could end up being the one, dude. I mean, we saw it a few years ago with the Jets. He looked great, and then, he hadn't really had a quarterback since.
Right.
So
I
we'll
think we
see.
spent enough time on this game. I mean, Lad
Oh, it's a
McConkey,
lot.
he's basically in. Lad
Yeah,
McConkey or Cedric Tillman?
Lab McConkey.
I agree with that. I got Chargers winning.
I'll go Lab McConkey, yeah.
I think Lad McConkey.
I think this game's not going to be a shootout, and I think that hurts Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. But Cedric Tillman could come out and get like a 50-yard bomb.
I mean, this game, James Winston could just be like, yeah, I don't care. I want this game to be a shootout, and just go out there and start
Yeah,
slinging
it could
touchdowns.
be. That's
It
why
could be
I'm
14 to
starting
3 in the
Chargers
first
defense.
quarter.
I'm starting Chargers defense this week. I think they have a great defense. Not good, great defense, but a pretty good defense.
I
And
dropped
I
it, dude.
think
I was
that
too scared.
I am a little nervous.
I had
I
him
am a
last
little
week,
because
and
it's
I
Jameis
dropped
Winston.
him, dude. I was like, nah,
But I'm
I
here
ain't
to
doing
tell
it.
you, I think that Jameis Winston comes out here, he takes some sacks, he turns the ball over. I think he does throw some touchdowns. I think he does put up some points. But I think that with the low under over and the running game itself, I think that benefits the Chargers defense a little bit more. And I think that I think they're a good play this week. But it is a
Let's
little
move on.
nervous.
Let's
I'm a
move
little nervous.
on. We've been on this game for 15 minutes.
Not far too long, yeah. The New England Patriots at Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 3, 38 under over. Upset of the week, baby. Drake May's in.
Oh, wow. Drake May's
Yeah,
in.
Drake May's in. I mean, I don't care about
Wow.
Mason Rudolph. Like, no. Patriots win this game on the road. I think I'll yeah, Drake I think Hunter Henry's in play. I think the receivers I'm not fooling with, I'll be honest. Like Demario
I'm
Douglas,
not either.
no. No,
Calvin
other than
Ridley.
that,
Calvin Ridley, let's go ahead and do it. Calvin Ridley or oh man, did we do Calvin Ridley or Darnell Mooney?
I'd rather have Mooney.
Calvin Ridley or Khalil Shakir?
Give me Ridley.
Calvin Ridley or Jalen Waddle?
Give me Jalen Waddle.
Calvin Ridley or Jacoby Myers?
Myers, I think. I'll just take the safer floor when I'm dealing with someone like Ridley who's only done it for 1 week. Like I'll take
Yeah,
the
I'm with you.
safer floor options if they're the same player. Like if they seem close, I'm just gonna take the better floor just to kind of help myself out.
Calvin Ridley or DJ Moore, who has been
Not good. That's tough. That's tough. Give me DJ
seven,
Moore.
7, 9, 11, 9, 25, 4 points, bye week, 4 points.
Give me Moore. He's got a good matchup against Arizona. Not that the Patriots defense is anything crazy, but the under over is 7 points higher. That's a full touchdown. That full touchdown could go to DJ Moore.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a sad line, but I think that's the line.
I know.
Tony Pollard's in, Ramondre's in, like you
Yeah,
said. Who's the quarterback? Is it Mason Rudolph again this week?
it is. Yeah.
Oh God, that's so bad. Yeah, give me the Patriots to win this game, dude. I'm with you.
He didn't look bad against the Lions defense like that for that first half. He came out, it was like 14-14. I was like,
Yeah, the
oh my
first half,
God.
and then it was they were up by 50. They were up by 30 points going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think New England wins the game on the road. I feel good about Drake May. I think he's competent. I think that he can move this offense, and I don't think Mason Rudolph is anything that's going to help them out. So
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I mean, Drake May looked okay. He's shown flashes.
yeah, he has.
I don't know. Jacoby Brissett is the one that won the game last week, which
I
that's
know he
weird to me.
gutted
I
that
don't know why
out,
you would.
man.
I feel like you would leave Jacoby Brissett in
I don't think so. I've
because I
seen
think
enough.
you could preserve the life of your quarterback. But
I think he's looked pretty decent so far. They need weapons bad, but I'm fine with them making the switch, and I think he's played pretty well.
I guess the only reason
So
I would try to win out this season as the Patriots is because the division's so weak. You could maybe squeak into a wild card spot. Um,
yeah, and I think they just need to go out and be competitive. I don't even care for the draft pick's sake. Like they just need to go out and be competitive and try to improve every week.
and win this fan base
And,
back.
and and just keep the locker room and just they've been competitive
I
in a lot
think
of
I
games. They've
agree with
gotten
that.
blown out in a lot of games,
Yeah, I
but
think Drake May is a great way to win the locker room and the fan base.
yeah, you got to build on the next season. But
Yeah, the Titans though, no thanks. They're bad.
yeah,
I bet if Mason
yeah,
Rudolph comes out and looks like that with Calvin
get
Ridley
out of this
again,
game.
they'll still lose because that's what they did last week.
Right? Yeah, he had 100 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Calvin really
that's
did.
wild.
It's
And they were just
crazy.
like, oh, they're just only throwing to Calvin Ridley. And then Christian Gonzalez is going to shut down Calvin Ridley. He's going to turn back into a turd this week.
Maybe, but I think he's a pretty decent play this week.
I don't know.
Pretty
I don't like
decent.
it. I don't like it.
Jacksonville at Philly. Philly favored by 7.5. I think they cover here. I think they just drax these clowns.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. I wouldn't have said that if it wasn't for Christian Kirk and Gabe Davis and Brian Thomas Jr. all being out.
All being out.
That's
Yeah.
bad. I mean, that's terrible. That's just horrible luck.
Horrible.
But Brian
Yeah, I
Thomas
think
Jr.
that.
might play. He's they still hadn't decided on that. Which if I'm them, I don't put him in, dude.
Oh yeah, especially with all the receivers out, he's gonna get all the volume. On
Oh
top
yeah,
of being a
he's likely to play as of 9:33.
yeah, Thomas Jr. is in
Oh
for me. I mean,
God,
and
Brian
he's
Thomas
high.
Jr., Darnell Mooney.
Give me Thomas Jr.
Yeah, but what if you don't know? Do I wait out for it?
Oh no, I'm not waiting. If I don't hear nothing by like 12:50 on Thomas, I'm starting Darnell Mooney. It's already close enough. Let me just go ahead and plug those points in.
We'll see what Mike Wright has to say about him.
That's
He's
true.
expected to play.
Probably
Expected to
if
play feels like I should start him.
I'd just follow it. If it's expected to play, I'd probably start. What's the pivot option if you don't?
There's
If he doesn't
not.
play,
There's not.
a Jacksonville receiver probably.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. And who am I going to drop? Am I going to drop Ricky Pearsall? No,
Yeah. If I don't know
I'm starting Mooney.
before 12:50, I'm going Mooney.
That hurts. I don't want to do that. I wish I could have like Jacoby Myers or something right there at 4 o'clock, but I don't. I got Jaden Reed at
Yeah,
four
I mean,
twenty-five,
what
and
I'd rather have.
I'm not starting Brian Thomas Jr. over Jaden Reed. That's just the same guy.
Yeah, for sure. I feel good about everybody on the Eagles side. I mean, Goddard's
Oh
out. I
yeah,
wouldn't really fool around with Kyle Katera. Is that his name?
yeah. He's a good football player, not a good fantasy football player.
Yeah, I agree with that. Smith's in, AJ Brown's in, Saquon's in, Hurts is in. On the Jacksonville side, we're waiting on Brian Thomas. Etienne expected to be back.
I'm kind of
I
nervous
really
about
went
this game,
full.
even though they don't have any receivers.
I wouldn't be.
The Philly and Jacksonville matchup has always been tough, and it's Doug Peterson.
Yeah, there's probably a little something there. Doug Peterson gonna pull out the Philly special in this game.
Doug Peterson is going to play a good game this week. He doesn't
I
have
don't
a
know. I
choice.
don't.
Doug Peterson's going
I'll
to
be
lose
honest. I
his
don't
job.
believe in Doug Peterson. I'm kind of over Doug
Is it
Peterson.
Doug
I
Peterson or is
just
it Trevor Lawrence?
I'm leaning more on the side that it's Doug Peterson, but
I'm with
could
you,
be
but
Trevor Lawrence. Could be
I
both
mean,
of
so
them.
far Trevor Lawrence has been the common denominator for the Jags sucking.
Yeah, for sure. But Doug
So
Peterson just, I don't know. I don't believe. I think the Eagles fired him. It was a good fire, and I think that
I think it was a terrible fire, but it's looking like it was better than I thought right now.
yeah. At first I thought it was a terrible fire, but now I'm thinking like I just don't believe in that dude. But I think that Philly covers here. I think that Jacksonville can't stop anybody. I just don't think they can put up enough points while those receivers out. I'm taking the over 46. I'm taking Philly
I mean,
cover
Philly
the
put up
seven
what
and a half.
37 last week against Cincinnati. The Jacksonville Jaguars have the same defense. This game should be
Exactly.
a blowout, but yeah, give me Philly to cover. I'm with you, man. It does scare me a little bit just because I'm an Eagles fan. I'm gonna play the woe is me card. Oh, we're gonna lose, but at the end of the day, I really think this is gonna be an easy game.
Yeah, I'm with you. Travis
Are
Etienne,
you?
Tank Biz before we leave this game. Um, if you'd rather had to start one between the two, Etienne coming off the injury, who you start?
I'm not starting either of them.
I wouldn't start either of
They
them
will
either.
both be on my bench.
Yeah, I'm with
If
you
I
on that,
had
hundred
to, I'm
percent.
probably starting Tank Bigsby.
I agree.
Just
Chicago
because
Bears at Arizona.
I also think that the Jags are trying to trade Travis Etienne. I thought that's coming. And
I feel like
why
that.
would
I
you
did
play
hear
him and
some
let him
stuff
get
about
hurt?
that. I seen some stuff about that too.
Why would you
And it
play him and
makes
get him
sense.
hurt? Yeah.
It makes sense.
Any wide receivers for the Jags? I mean, who is it? Parker Washington? Do you have any interest in DFS?
Potentially. I
Yeah.
mean,
I hadn't made a lineup. I'll make one after this.
yeah. I didn't put any Jags in mind, but
I don't blame you.
yeah, I'm out.
Evan Ingram should be in your lineup this week. He's a
Evan
great
Ingram
play.
should be. Evan Ingram's going to be an amazing play this week. He's kind of like you said, lined up with it like Njoku is. Just so much
Yeah, for
volume coming
sure.
his way. Aggressive gunslinging
Great
quarterback.
player.
Plus
Yeah.
matchup. Yeah.
Schmevin Screamer.
Um,
Yeah, I don't
the,
think there's anybody else you can start for the Jags, dude. I mean, I guess Tank Bigsby, but I'm not a fan. What about Will Shipley for the Eagles, man? Like in real deep leagues, if you're in a 14 or a 16 man league, Will Shipley in the flex, he had a touchdown last week because it was
he
such
had
a
a touchdown
blowout.
last week. He hasn't looked terrible when he's got his limited work, but I think that he could find work late in this game.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
honestly like it's nothing. I mean deep leagues. We're talking 16-man teams maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I like where your head's at, but I don't think it's an option.
For some reason, the Yahoo Fantasy app is showing that he did not have a. I thought he had a touchdown last week. Am I crazy?
I thought maybe he got called back. I thought he had
Maybe
one
it
too.
did. Maybe it did. I was watching it on my phone because we were already up. It was like 2 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah. I thought maybe he got called back because I remember it too. Yeah, I'm
Let's go
not
see. I'll
starting.
pull up
I'm
that
not
play
putting
by play.
bullshit in. Maybe a DFS tournament play or something. I don't. I'm kind of
Yeah,
out. But
yeah. I'm not putting him in that. That's crazy.
how you feel about this Bears Arizona game? Arizona favored by 1.5 at home, under over 45. I feel like this is going to be an exciting game.
Yeah, it was a penalty. It was a 17-yard touchdown, but it was a penalty. It came back. Sorry, go
Kind
ahead.
of. I kind of want to pick the Bears to beat Arizona, but I don't know. Arizona's just been so inconsistent.
I I'm with you, dude. Give me the Bears to win this game. They
They
look
should have won
horrible
last
against tough
week.
defense. They look terrible
They really
against
do.
tough defenses. They look so
Kyler Murray
bad.
just. I think he just like he senses pressure too early, and he gets outside the pocket and creates more. pressure than he needs to, and
Give
it
me Caleb
causes.
Williams with a big bounce back game this week, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears to win this game.
I am too.
I don't know. Arizona's got some key pieces, like McBride and Connor and Marv that can show up from time to time. And the defense has played a little bit better than expected. They are at home, but what Caleb Williams are we going to get? What offense are we going to get from the Bears? Are we going to get the one we saw where it looked like they were trending up, or are we going to get what we got against Washington last week?
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, Caleb Williams did look very good in the fourth quarter, and I think that's what we're going to continue to see in this game. I think DJ
I'm
Moore's
thinking the
in.
Bears. Arizona just seems
Um,
so. I don't know.
yeah, I'm with you, dude. DJ Moore, he's in, obviously. Keenan Allen, are you playing him?
No, no way.
Oh, come on. Keenan Allen or let's go.
Cedric Tillman. Give me Cedric Tillman.
It's Keenan Allen or Michael Wilson. I'm going Keenan
I mean,
Allen.
hopefully neither. I don't know.
Keenan Allen or
I mean, I
Jimmy
guess I'd
G.
go. I guess I'd go. I guess I would go Michael Wilson. No,
Oh
I'll go. I'll
no,
go
you
Keenan
wouldn't go
Allen. I'll
Michael
go Keenan Allen. But
Wilson.
like, that's not really. I don't think anybody's struggling to pick that.
Let's go look at Chris's lineup because he has Keenan Allen in both leagues and he's probably in both lineups.
Oh well, Chris don't make pickups, so of course he's got whoever he drafted.
He's got Roma Dunze in over Keenan Allen. I think that's the wrong start.
I think you're probably right.
I think that's the wrong move, dude.
Dunze seems to only get like 40
Keenan
yards, and that's
Allen
it.
or Xavier Legette. Let's go Roma Dunze. Two rookies. Roma Dunze or Xavier Legette.
Give me Keenan Allen, man. He's had a 20-point game this week or this year. This is not a terrible
Has
matchup.
he had a 20-point game? Was it 20 points?
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns, didn't he?
And I still don't think he hit 20. He had 18 with 2 touchdowns.
Okay, 18. Yeah, I'll take Keenan Allen over those like guys we haven't seen anything from really.
Nah, give me Xavier Legette. I'm not starting Keenan Allen. Can't do it.
James Conner,
I can't do it.
yeah, I'm not. I mean, that's somebody I'm not really trying to put in my lineup. Like I'm not big on Keenan Allen or
I'm not.
anything.
He's not going to be on my team probably.
Yeah, James Conner, he's in. McBride's in. Marv is in.
DeAndre Swift.
Kyler Murray or Jameson Williams in this game. Oh, I'm sorry, Caleb Williams.
Give me Kyler Murray.
I'll take Murray too. Let's go Murray or Geno Smith against the Rams.
Geno Smith doesn't have DK Metcalf.
I'll take Kyler Murray, I think.
Yeah, I'll take Kyler Murray too. But Geno's got a good matchup. It just sucks he doesn't have Metcalf. I think I'm with you. I'm going to go Kyler.
We're going Bears here. I mean, DJ Moore's in. Swift is in. That's it. Cole Kmet?
Yeah.
No?
Cole Kmet, I mean, sure. Cole Kmet
Sure.
or who? Will this
Hunter Henry?
Hunter Henry.
Yeah, I probably would go Hunter Henry too. Yeah, I'm with you on that. We both picking the Bears?
Yeah, I think we're both picking the Bears, man. The Cardinals have just been they're 4-4. They're hit or miss.
Yeah.
They come out and blow the Rams out, and then they lose to the command. They get blown out by the Commanders. Like
Detroit on the road versus the Packers. Detroit third by 2.5.
Juicy.
Is
It's
this
my favorite game of the
enough?
week.
Is this
What the-
enough? The spread. 2.5?
I think it's exactly where it needs to be. Jordan loves playing.
Don't.
It's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a close game. It's a divisional game. It's a playoff
Green Bay's
game.
6
This
and
could go
2.
either way.
They got the same amount of wins.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
said
but they
is this
haven't.
enough- When you said is this enough, I thought you were talking about the total, 47.5.
Oh yeah, it could
That's not
definitely.
enough. Give me 50.
I don't think it's
7.5.
I think it's over. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a fun game. This is definitely the game of the week, right?
Jordan Love's on pace for 49 touchdowns at this point, or 50 touchdowns. I mean,
Crazy. I think Detroit wins this game. I think they cover the 2.5, but I think it's a close game. They could win by 3. They could win by 7. They could go in and win by 25 points.
I don't think they can do that.
I think they can.
I don't think they can do that this week. That running game is very good, but I I just think that the Packers have a better coach, but I think the Lions have a better team and also a good coach. I mean, I'm not saying like I
I
think it's
don't think they have
close.
a better coach.
I think
I
the
like Matt
Lions.
LaFleur, but I like Dan Campbell. He changed the entire culture of Detroit
He
and
did for
turned them into
sure,
what they are.
and I'm taking the Lions to win here, but I think it's going to be a close game. 2.5.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
give
close.
me
It's gonna be a close
sure. Give
game.
me the Lions to cover. I mean, it's a pick 'em game, but
Yeah,
I don't know. This is a tough game. Give me the Lions to cover, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers go out here and get an upset. Jordan
I
Love
wouldn't be
being
either.
Jordan Love being beat up and having groin issues is definitely why I lean the Lions.
Yeah, Jordan Love turns the ball a lot too. He's a gunslinger in himself, and if he makes the wrong picks in this game, throwing if he throws 2 or 3 picks in this game, like I mean, he has 8. He was tied with Mahomes a couple weeks ago, so
Wow,
he could
two
definitely throw
terrible
this game
quarterbacks.
away. I know he could definitely throw this game away and throw a pick six. And I mean, Detroit has the perfect identity to go on the road and be physical and 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 really take over this game. But I think it's going to be close. I think it's a divisional game, two
Yeah, what I
playoff
love about
teams.
this game is that everybody on both teams is in.
Yeah, yeah. You're not. I mean, you're
I
not
mean,
really
on the on
starting.
the on the Packers side of the ball, Jordan Love's in. It's a great matchup. Um, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Christian
All in. I
Watson.
mean, nah, hold off. I mean, maybe, but he could get a touchdown. He's kind of
Yeah,
one of those guys where, like, if I'm between two guys that's in that Christian Watson range, and if
Christian
someone
Watson or
had
Amari
like,
Cooper.
Mark Cooper,
Okay, I'm with you there. Then on the lines, I mean Tucker Kraft's probably in.
yeah, I'd take Tucker Kraft over just about anybody. I mean, he's scoring touchdowns every week, so why
Yeah,
not?
Josh Jacobs is in on the line side. Jared Goff, play him.
Yeah, play them
Why
all.
not? Jared Goff, Amon Ra, Tim Patrick.
What did Tim Patrick do last week with the opportunity? I don't think
I
he
don't
did much.
think he did much. Yeah, because it was Sam Laporta. It was tight end.
Yeah,
National
I
Tight
think
Ends Day.
yeah, I wouldn't touch Tim Patrick, but uh,
Sam
Sam
Laporta's
Laporta,
in. Obviously Montgomery and Gibbs. Start everybody, dudes. You know who to
start
start.
them all. Yeah, start them all.
Yeah, I don't think we
Yeah,
need to
I'm
stay on
excited.
this
It's
game
probably
too
the game
long.
I'm most excited for this
I
week.
know it's going to
That's going to
be
be a
such
fun
a
game.
explosive game. I hate that it's at 4 o'clock at the same time as the Eagles game, but you know it is what it is. I don't think we need to stay on this game too much. It's exciting, man. It's going to be a battle of two titans in the NFC, both 6-win teams. It's nice being an Eagles fan at 5-2 with an easy matchup this week, and two 6-win teams one of them have to lose.
Oh yeah, that's nice. LA at Seattle. LA favored by 1.5. The Rams 48 and a half or 48 under over. I'm taking I think the Rams go and get it done versus Seattle. Seattle's looked bad in the past few games. The games they have looked good in was against like Skylar Thompson, um, Bryce Young, Jacoby Brissett. Like the games they have won have been those games versus I think the Rams they went on the road here.
What
I
about the
think they
games they
cover.
lost, like the Giants?
Oh man, see there you go. I mean,
Yeah,
Seattle's just and they don't have Metcalf either.
yeah.
That's not good. Um, yeah,
Is Puka
I think the
playing
Rams.
today?
I think he's expected to play. As last I
Yeah,
saw.
yeah. I'm with you, man. I think Matt Stafford's a great play this week with his
Yeah,
guys
I
back
agree.
against a weak defense. But I would be so happy to have Kyron, and I'm happy to have Kenneth Walker in this matchup. I think those are two great
Oh
starts.
yeah, I mean, would it surprise me if Kenneth Walker came in and outscored Kyron in this game? It wouldn't. I mean, Kenneth Walker's a top 5, 6 back in the league right now,
Yeah,
fantasy wise. I think that this is a high under over. This is higher than the Packers Lions game, and I think that I could think it could be the high scoring game of the week. I mean, the
yeah. It's
pace of
very
play for
exciting.
Seattle's the highest out of any team in the league, and we know how much the Rams like to throw it to the air and how aggressive they are on offense. So I think this is going to give us what we want. Puka's in, Cup's in, Kyron's in. I like starting Stafford, especially if you got somebody like give me Stafford over Gino, give me Stafford over if Puka plays. Stafford over Gino, Stafford over Baker. Give me Stafford over Baker this week. I think Baker's going to have a bad game this week.
Yeah, against the Chiefs, I think I'm kind of with you. Um, yeah, I think Stafford's a great play. I think Gino's still an okay play this week. I mean, Kenneth Walker's a good
I
pass
think so
catcher,
too.
and JSN's pretty good. I think this is going to be a close game. It's a divisional game, like you said. But yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Rams to win this game. Give them the cover. I mean, obviously, it's a 1.5 point.
Yeah, I'm
Seattle at home. Without DK Metcalf, that's the only reason. If DK Metcalf was there, I would say the Seahawks win this game.
yeah, I it would definitely have me a little more hesitant to pick with DK Metcalf in, but with him being out, I think it makes it a little easier to pick. Not that Seattle can't win this game with him out, but I think it just makes it tougher. And the Rams look healthy, and they've battled through like horrific injuries. They've
Yeah.
overcome it, and now they're on the side of like they kind of looked pretty good last week. Puka looked amazing, Cup looked good. I think the Rams win. I think they're going to start to kind of, if they can stay healthy, push towards being a playoff team.
Oh, I mean, they're 3-4, and the Cardinals are 4-4, and the Cardinals are winning the division. So
Yeah, and the Cardinals, I mean, we have them losing to the Bears today, so they could be atop of the
yeah,
division
exactly.
after this week.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Give me the Rams to win. I don't think we have to sell this game too much. I mean, you're starting all these guys, you know.
Definitely. I think JSN is one I'm a little shaky on, but I think that he's one with Metcalf out. I think you can roll him back out there again.
Yeah, for sure. Colts and Vikings.
Yeah, Colts and Vikings, Minnesota. I mean, Aaron Jones smash play this week. Jonathan Taylor's always in. The quarterbacks, Joe Flacco, I think he's a streaming option this
Yeah, I think
week.
he's a great
If
start.
you
With the Vikings being -5.5, I mean they're going to have to throw. It's a total of 46.5 over under. Oh man, I'm calling for it.
the upset, you think the
I'm
Colts
calling for
win this
another
game?
upset, man.
I think the Colts will be competitive in this game, but I just don't think that. I don't know. I don't think their defense can do enough, and I think Minnesota's defense is good enough to make plays, put them in good field position situations. Sam Darnold and Kevin O'Connell has the offense doing good. You get Hawkinson back. Aaron Jones has been efficient. I think that they utilize that in this game against a terrible defense. I think Vikings win. +5 seems like a lot of points, especially with how competitive Flacco is, though.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but oh man, Flacco, dude, something about the old man winning the job back. He would go out
Makes
there
you
and
pull
get it
for
done
it.
today, man. This is going to be a really exciting game. I think the spread is definitely too high. I'm not going to call for the upside. I really want to, but I just keep a lookout for that one. Give me the Colts to cover though in this game.
I'm with you. I think they can win the game. I'm really excited to play Pittman and Josh Downs this week.
Yeah, for sure.
And outside of that, I mean, like we said, Jonathan Taylor's in. And Pittman's down. I'm good to check out. Minnesota, Jefferson, Hawkinson. I want to wait on. I have Kincaid versus Hawkinson this week. I chose to go with Kincaid. Could
Yeah,
be
I think that's the
could be
right
a
move.
mistake, but I think
But
I
you'll
just
be
want to
happy
see
with
what
that.
Hawkinson has to offer. I think he's going to be good in this offense, but we'll see. I'm taking Minnesota to win, but the 5, give me the 5 in Indy if I'm picking.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. Sam Darnold, he's not a bad start either. I mean, he could give you 202, which is a solid stream. So
Darnold
Sam
or
or
Flacco in
Joe
this
Flacco,
game?
that's what I was about to say. Give me Flacco.
I'll give me Flacco. I'll take Flacco.
Flacco's just done it. So Flacco's been consistently
I take
bad
it
lately.
back. Give me. I take it back. Give me Sam Darnold. I love the matchup. Justin Jefferson is still on the field. You got Hawkinson back. I think that it's going to be close. I think that I do. I don't know. I don't know. That's a close one though. But I think I lean Darnold with the way he's been playing lately.
Yeah, Darnold has had some really good games, and it's a pretty solid matchup for him. But I guess I just like I don't know.
I
It's the
think
same guy.
volume.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, it feels like the same guy, but Minnesota's got the way better defense. Like
Yeah, but the way worse
really
secondary.
maybe.
They
I mean,
they're,
it
they're
is. I mean, statistically, it is a pass funnel defense, but
yeah.
I think that they can still make plays
Well,
with
they've
that
given up the most
secondary.
passing yards on the year.
Right, right. It's
So
pass funnel for sure.
yeah,
But I think I don't know. I think they're a little more physical than people think from the
yeah.
secondary.
I agree with you, man. What do we got next? The last game, our Monday night game.
Baker and Mahomes, man. I feel like 9 + 9. Give me no. Give me the Bucks +9. Baker's competitive, and the Chiefs are
That's so
they're
crazy,
not
dude.
beating anybody by 9 points. They win out all their games, one possession, and the rest with a little nudge from the refs there.
Ah, well,
I think
a lot of nudge.
I think Yeah, give me the Chiefs to win, but at home, prime time, they're gonna win that game. But the Bucks +9, come on, dude.
Yeah,
This they
that's
got the biggest
crazy, man.
spread. These are two playoff teams.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think. I mean, come on, dude. 9 points.
9 points.
I mean,
That's
Baker
the
Mayfield has
biggest
looked
spread. I see
amazing.
7.5. I see 8. Okay, Cincinnati's favored by 8. Okay, Baltimore's favored by 9 against Denver, which is kind of a wild spread in itself. I think of Denver in the points there.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, give me the under and give me Tampa to cover with the +9.
I like it, man.
Kansas City wins the game.
Yeah, I just don't see how they can win by that much, dude. It's just that kind of blows my
Nine
mind.
points.
It's so many points.
So much. That's so many points. There's no way.
But I mean, I get it. I mean, the Chiefs have been winning and their defense has been dominant. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin out.
It's
I
at
mean, who are you
home.
starting? Who are you starting on the Buck side of the ball? Do you want Jalen McMillan this year or this week?
K.
No.
Dotton. That's it.
K. Dot, that's it, dude. K. Dot, I mean, running backs, I'm good. Rashad White, maybe, but this line maybe
Right.
isn't that crazy.
Rashad White, I think, is fine. I think there's gonna be a lot of passing volume. There's gonna be a lot of work through the backs. But I think if I'm starting one between the backfield, I'm definitely going Rashad White. He seems to be the better pass catcher between the two, and I don't want the better runner because the matchup is just terrible for running backs against Kansas City. But I think you can get it done through the air a little bit better. That favors Rashad White. I think Rashad White's safe for 4 catches, probably 30 on the ground, 30, 40 through the air. He's a decent play. If he gets into the end zone, you're gonna be very happy. If he doesn't, you're probably got like 8, 10 points.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Obviously, you're starting Kareem Hunt. You're starting Xavier Worthy, maybe. I mean,
Yeah, why not? I mean, he can make a big play.
Xavier Worthy or D Hop in the same game.
I think I'm going. I think I'll lean towards DeAndre Hopkins. They just went out and got him. They want to get him involved. It's another week into that system.
Yeah,
And Xavier Worthy is like he hasn't really done much.
that's very
He's had
true.
he hasn't really done much. So I'll take Hopkins.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I don't know. I want to lean away from most of these guys. I don't think it's just
I'm
not
with you.
good. It's not
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think
Yeah, I
maybe.
think so too, man. Over under 45 and a half. I kind of leave the under. I mean, obviously Kelsey's in your lineup, K. Dot, and Baker Mayfield. I'd still start him, but I'd be hesitant.
Yeah, I think I'd rather start Darnold, Flacco, Geno, Stafford. I'd rather start Baker over Caleb Williams.
What about Bo Nix?
Probably Bo
I
Nix.
think I go Bo Nix
No,
there. I think that's like
I
right there
don't
at
know.
the line.
I mean, Baker could come out here and be great, dude. His rushing floor is pretty high, just like Bo Nix. I feel like higher than
Yeah,
expected for both
I'm
players.
with you for sure, man.
Baker's the better player, but Bo Nix been improving. Has a plus matchup. I don't know. I think I go Bo Nix, but Baker. I don't know. I just feel like this is just a bad matchup for Baker.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. You want to move on to some DFS?
Yeah, man. I got an interesting lineup this week.
All right, I'm actually gonna make a cash lineup on the fly. I just made a tournament lineup. I'm gonna make a cash lineup real quick. So you go ahead.
I got a quarterback. I got Derek Carr against Carolina for 5,600.
Okay.
I
I got
have.
Kirk Cousins at 6,700.
I like that. I got Devon Achane at 6,700
I also have
against
Devon A.
Buffalo.
Chan.
I got David Montgomery against the Packers for
Okay, I like it.
6,500.
I got Alexander Madison at 5,700.
Oh, nice. I can see him having a good week. I got AJ Brown for 8,100 against Jacksonville.
I got CeeDee Lamb at 8,800.
I did have CeeDee Lamb at first, and then I was like, wait a minute, AJ Brown could definitely outscore CeeDee Lamb this week, and I just got him cheaper.
I like it.
I got the stack of Chris Olave for 6,100 against Carolina.
I like it. I got the stack with Drake London at 6,700.
That's good. I got a Cedric Tillman for 4,300.
I have Cedric Tillman also at 4,300.
Mike Gesicki at tight end.
Mike Gesicki's easy, 3,100, super cheap.
And the flex, I actually went receiver here. I got Darnell Mooney in the flex.
Oh, I don't know who I'm going to my flex. Defense, I went Patriots against the Titans.
I went Commanders against the Giants.
I like it. At flex, what am I going to go here? Jacoby Myers. No, I already have Alexander Madison. Let's not do that. Let's go. Man, Evan Ingram in the flex. Is that crazy?
I think so. That's a little crazy.
We're going to go. I'm pivoting from Cedric Tillman, I think. Nah, Cedric Tillman's so cheap. He's
It's
got to
so
be in.
cheap. And back in the day, you used to be able to get a punt receiver for 3,500.
You know what? I'm going to go Jacoby Myers. I think that's a good floor with him and Madison. I don't care.
I think so too. I think that's a pretty solid.
All right. For a tournament lineup, let's go to my tournament. I'll tell you what I got.
I didn't make a tournament. I just had cash this week.
For my tournament lineup, I got Dak Prescott at 6,300. I got Devon Achane again at 6,700 against Buffalo. I got Tyrone Tracy for 5,500.
Yeah.
I got CeeDee Lamb again at 8,800 to stack with Dak Prescott. I have Chris Olave at 6,100. I have Cortland Sutton at 5,400.
Okay, nice.
Tight end, I got Mike Gesicki at 3,100.
Uh-huh.
I got the double stack with Jalen Tolbert at 5,100 in the flex.
I like that. I did have a line where I had Dak and Tolbert in. I
And
think
then I
Tolbert could
got
get in the end.
I got Patriots D again at defense.
Okay, I like it.
You got any props this week you like?
Man, I haven't even touched props this week.
I haven't either. I've been so busy this week, man. It just hasn't worked out for me.
I know. I created my DFS lineup last night, but I haven't touched prop this week. Maybe that's something we get back to next week.
I like it. I think that's a good move, man. But it's been good. It's been good. We wish all your enemies the worst.
Yeah, yeah. And you all the fantasy glory in the world.
Yeah,
Good
right.
luck this week, everyone. It's been fun.
That has, man.